Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be talking about life in Lompoc, our little city where we live. It is we're about 2 hours north of LA and about an hour and a half south of Santa Barbara. We live near a little city called Santa Maria too, which is where most of everything is because Lompoc is a very tiny town. And apparently there's gangs here. The more you know. So today I'm going to be talking about what we do here and maybe eventually I'll actually go outside and show you. Probably not today, but eventually I'll show you what it looks like out there because it's beautiful. We have mountain views and it's really great. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about what we do here, what we've done so far, and the adventures we've gone on. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is coffee because I'm addicted. If you didn't know that, I worked for Starbucks and Sweet Spot where I used to drink a lot of caffeine each day. My real addiction started with Starbucks though because we could have as many free drinks as we wanted per shift, and I would drink a lot of caffeine. So then I started getting headaches and I was like, what is this headache from? And I was like, oh, I haven't had any caffeine today. And so anyway, I've drank a lot of coffee in my life, and a lot of iced coffee and a lot of cold brew and a lot of teas, and we found a few coffee places that we really like here, and I actually went to one this morning and I got a salted caramel salted caramel mocha for the first time this season, and it's still August, which is great. I love fall drinks. I don't like PSL, but anyway, so that's not the point. The point is that there are some really cute coffee places here. And of course, there's 3 Starbucks as well. So if I'm ever feeling bougie or want to use my gold card, because swipe, gold card member, I go to Starbucks, but usually I like going to the Southside Coffee Company, which is so cute. I actually applied there before I got my job at Target, and they did offer me a job, but the pay was a lot less. And yeah, I had my eyes on Target. So anyway, there's also another drive-up coffee place. It's called Coffee Time, and apparently it's a chain, but they also have a really, really good coffee, and they have really good mocha. My favorite mocha is from there. And then my favorite cold brew is Sweet Spot. It is still Sweet Spot, but actually it's Southside Coffee Company. And then, so another thing to do here is biking. There's biking trails, which is really cool. And for the first couple of weeks I was here, I literally just biked around, which was really fun. I went over by the mountains and I went through the whole city, except thankfully there's a Home Depot in town, and I'm thankful I didn't go over there because apparently that's where all the gangbangers are. So I found that out. We found out that is a thing a few days ago, and we haven't we're totally fine. We're totally in a safe part of town, very far away from all of that kind of stuff, but it's interesting to know that happens here too instead of just in Wisconsin. Not that there was much in Wisconsin, but there still was some. So it's good. But anyway, so biking is a really, really fun thing to do here because there's a bunch of bike paths and it's very, very beautiful. Another incredible thing about this little town is the amount of wineries here. So there is an entire place called the Wine Ghetto, and there are 20 different wineries there. We have not tried any of them yet, but that's definitely on the list. We went to a winery a few weeks ago, and it was one of the wineries that is rated top prettiest winery in California, and it was gorgeous. We drove up and we were like, can we afford this? And it turns out we could. It was not crazy expensive, but oh my god, those views were incredible. So wineries are a huge thing here. We've been to a few restaurants. We're trying to find, so there's 4 Thai restaurants here, which is so weird because this is such a tiny town, but we're trying to find which one is the best Thai restaurant because if you know us, you know we love Thai. And Rising Suns will never be beat, but we have to find something that is in that level of good because obviously. We've tried a few Mexican restaurants as well, not as many as we would like because obviously we're trying to save money here. We're not trying to spend all the money we make right now because we're trying to save up so that eventually we can buy a house and also pay for our Disney tickets and a dog because we're getting a dog. I don't know when, but we're getting one. Hopefully a corgi, and her name's gonna be Tater Tot. But anyway, I digress. We haven't been to that many restaurants because we're trying to save money and we spend so much on groceries. But the best Mexican one that we've been to so far is this one over on Ocean, and they have some of the best fajitas I've ever had in my life. And all of the Mexican restaurants we've been to have had better tortillas than any place in Wisconsin or any place I've ever eaten, except maybe Mexico. But their tortillas are incredible. Another cool thing about Lompoc is like all the hiking trails. So we are surrounded by mountains. We're in a valley. It's called the Lompoc Valley. And there are some hiking trails. We've only been on one hike, so like I don't know all of them that well, but the hike we went on was a view hike. So like you climbed up, it was a mountain. So we hiked up a mountain and then got to look over the Lompoc Valley and like see all the other mountains, and that was really, really pretty. But that's something that we're going to be doing once again our schedules are more even and figured out. But yeah, so there's a bunch of hiking. There's a bunch of hiking over by the ocean too, which is something that we're definitely going to get into because we love the ocean. And you can get to it via base, or there's other ones that aren't on base, which is good too. And speaking of the beach, there's a beautiful, beautiful beach called Pismo Beach, which is like an hour away. Or there's another beach that's only half an hour-ish from here. It's kind of like, it's 20 to 30 minutes away. We haven't been there yet, but we definitely plan on it because I love the ocean and like we're so close to it. It's not like I have to drive or fly to get to the ocean. Like I can literally, well, okay, you know, like drive a long distance to the ocean. Like I can drive for 20 minutes and be standing in front of the ocean, which is pretty awesome. So we're planning on doing more of that soon too because I love the ocean. I'm a Pisces, so water is where I belong. So yeah, that's a lot of Lompoc life. It is very pretty. Across the street from us, we have a Mexican supermarket and a liquor store, and they're opening a dispensary, which is so exciting because it's gonna smell like weed all the frickin' time. Yay, can't wait. But yeah, so we go to the market across the street for like, they have the best baked goods, like croissants you could not even imagine. Their churros are so good. So like we get a lot of stuff over there sometimes. Like if we're feeling especially lazy, we just do that instead of like making breakfast or something. We just go and get some because it's very cheap. It's like less than $1 for most of the pastries. So of course we're gonna do that. And the dispensaries, that kind of sucks and we're not really happy about that. But the liquor store is nice too, because if you ever want like some beer or some wine, it's right across the street. So yeah, that's life in Lompoc. As we learn more about it, I'll update and keep things going. And like I said, maybe actually take you on a tour of the city, or like I'll drive around and fast forward so you can see what it kind of looks like. But it's very beautiful. We like it a lot. I'll talk about Santa Maria maybe. That's where I work. That's where my target is. It's half an hour away. It's my drive there is full of mountains, so maybe I'll also do a driving one for that. Obviously, like I won't be holding the phone and taking it because I don't want to risk my life, but like put it on the dash and have the dash cam. So yeah, that's that for today, and we'll see you soon.